Today, we're having Jennifer Leonard as our guest. We're so pleased to have you, Jennifer. And let me just kind of ask you, what has been your experience in the field of guardianship?
Becky, thank you for inviting me to speak with you today. Again, my name is Jennifer Leonard. I'm a practicing attorney in Edgewood, Kentucky with my own firm, Leonard Law. And we have helped clients either dealing with children that have aged out, that have turned the age of 18, to clients that have elderly parents. They don't know where to turn, and we've helped them through contested guardianships as well as terminating the guardianship. And today we're going to talk to you about terminating the guardianship.
Okay, well thank you, Jennifer. I'm anxious to hear about this, so thank you.
Thank you for joining us today, Jordan. This is Jordan Dallas Turner. She's another attorney in Northern Kentucky. Her office is in Florence, Kentucky. Do you want to tell a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I have a civil litigation practice, and we also do quite a bit of estate planning and probate administration work.
Well, thank you for speaking with us today about terminating a guardianship. I know you've experienced some of this in your own practice.
So why would someone need to terminate a guardianship?
Yes, there are a few reasons why somebody would want to terminate a guardianship. The first one would be if the ward dies. Mm-hmm. And in that respect, you would want to file a notice of death with the court. And you would also, if you're a guardian, you would want to file the final settlement with the court. And the final settlement contains all of the receipts and disbursements that you have gathered since the last periodic settlement that you've had. The court will advertise that final settlement, so expect that. Once the court approves it, the guardian at that point will give the money to the appointed executor or administrator.
So they take over.
Correct.
For the guardian.
Right, right.
What happens if the ward regains capacity and might not need a guardian anymore?
And that has happened before as well in my practice. If the ward regains capacity, that's a great day.
Yes.
But in that respect, you have to petition the court. There is a statute for that under Kentucky law. But under the petition that you would file, the court sets a date for the hearing. A hearing is held, and the interdisciplinary team that was established at the beginning may be appointed again. There could also be a jury trial, depending upon if it's a contested termination, or if everybody's in agreement, you can waive the jury trial. And in that respect, after the court has the hearing, the judge will issue the termination if it's appropriate in the best interest of the ward at the time.
And then the ward is able to take over their own affairs.
Correct.
At that point.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Depending upon the judge's order, of course.
Okay.
The judge could say the person can have medical decisions, but maybe they can't have financial decisions.
Okay.
If it were a full-blown guardianship at the beginning.
Can a ward himself or herself file the necessary paperwork to terminate their own guardianship?
Yes, they can. The statute actually, there's a provision in the statute that allows a ward to do it themselves, and the court has to accept either by oral or even an informal letter that they can do it, and then somebody can help them later file something more formal with the court.
But at the hearing, you have professionals brought in to actually assess the situation, to make a decision.
More than likely, and the suggestion is to get a doctor's letter that states that the ward has regained capacity and that they can participate in decision making and financial affairs again.
Okay. What happens if the guardian passes away? What happens in that situation?
If the guardian passes away, a new guardian needs to be appointed. And in that respect, the executor or the new guardian that wishes to be appointed has to file a new petition, and then the new guardian or the executor of the the previous guardian would have to file a final settlement with the court again, just like in the event that the ward passed away. So it operates very similar to when the ward passes away, but it's the termination of the guardianship that was initially established, and then kind of the similar role happens when a new guardian is appointed. You don't have to go through proving the incapacity of the ward again, but you do have to go through the second step again in who is the best person to serve as guardian of that of the ward.
Okay. Can a guardian resign if they decide they're not up to the task, or they simply don't wish to serve anymore?
Absolutely, they can resign. Again, they have to file a final settlement with the court, showing all the receipts and disbursements that they've received or given away or distributed during the time of the guardianship.
And I guess my last question is, tell us about the surety bond. There's a bond issued anytime someone's appointed a guardian. What happens during all of these scenarios with the bond?
Right. So in the event that the guardianship is terminated, at the beginning there's usually a surety bond, like you said, that is issued. You would want to notify the insurance company that the guardianship has been terminated or that the guardian is no longer serving, so they can issue either a new surety bond for the new guardian or just cancel the policy altogether, because you don't want that expense out there any longer.
And remind us again what the point is of the surety bond.
The surety bond just means that the person is insured, and if they run away with the money, that this insurance company is going to back them up. And so the people that are bondable are the ones that have the best credit, credit.
The best credit. So I guess to sum everything up that we just talked about, if someone has a guardian appointed over them, or if someone is appointed a guardian of someone else, doesn't necessarily mean that's set in stone for all eternity. Things can change.
That's right. Yes, anybody can petition the court to modify a guardianship, and if it doesn't work any longer, they can petition the court to terminate the guardianship.
So there's some flexibility with the guardianship.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Jenny.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you for the information.
Yes.